Shut up and don't tell me how to do things. I'm not saying that I'm special, I'm just unique. I am marching to my own beat. Mine's my playground, but it's really not amusing. Come out back and play, I'll show you where I keep my mood swings. Rhymes are random, I know it's confusing. That's just me, it's how I do things. Thoughts are getting darker, terrible like loose leaves. Please don't take advantage, please don't use me, or your jaw gon' hang like curtains loosely. I'm obsessive, I know things consume me. Overanalyze until my face turns blue. See what you say, what didn't.
And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the 49ers Podcast Network, coming to you live on Thursday at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. With the crew, we're all here today representing the network. Man, guys, we're 1 week away from the draft. We're going to be talking pre-draft today, and we're going to get excited for next Thursday. Now, keep in mind, guys, next Thursday, we're going to live at 4:30, not at 7, but at 4:30, half hour before the draft actually starts. The Niners, as of now, are not drafting on Thursday. Things could change, but as of now, they're not drafting, but other teams are, and we can definitely talk about those picks for those particular teams. But with no further ado, we got Mariah, Ryan, Peter, and my boy 49er Media. What's up, ladies and gentlemen?
What up? What up?
What's going on?
Are you guys ready for Christmas in April?
No, I'm ready for the school semester to be over.
Peter, were you
bet.
trying to tell everybody that you were the whole frickin' show?
I was. I did rip
Okay.
that because there's not people old enough to know what that is except for you, Ryan.
Bro. Rob. And shout out, happy 420 to Rob Van Dam.
I keep hearing 420, but I don't get it.
Oh, Hitler
I
was
know,
born.
I get
Hitler,
it, I get it, I
Hitler was
get it.
born this today.
Who?
Jeez.
Hitler.
Oh, Hitler. Oh, jeez. Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
I second that emotion there, Peter. Wow. You've been acting, Ryan, today earlier in the chat like 420.
Oh yeah. No, it was
I'm
funny
like-
because I was sitting in here at 6 o'clock, like, where the hell's everybody at? What, we ain't going live today? What you guys half stepping? And then it was like, oh yeah, it starts at 7. Oh, okay, yeah.
It always starts
I
at 7
meant
on
to say
Thursday.
that. I knew that the whole time.
And then I guess Brandon is more popular than I am because, like, Brandon, I can't make it today.
They're
I'm
like,
busy.
"Oh,
I
we're
guess
not having a
show.
Yeah, I'm like,
You
what?
were telling me
because Brandon
about
can't
to
make
watch
it?
the Warriors game.
It's like
I
they
was like-
forgot about me, right? It's like, oh, Brandon can't make it. I guess the show's over.
Yeah,
I'm
I was
like, I'm
we better
still
be
here.
having a show because I told everybody on my show yesterday that we were having a show.
No, yeah, we're definitely having a show today. What's up, Dawn? Melissa's in the house. Welcome. We got Steve-O. We got Teresa. Hey, Teresa, long time no see. How you been? We got Joe Stevens in the house. What's up, brother?
And so it begins.
And we have Darwin Ravens in the house. Welcome,
up,
everyone.
Levi?
So it is pre-draft. We're not going to talk just Niners picks, but there's a couple of teams, particularly the ones in the NFC West, who two of them are picking in the top 5, which is Arizona at 3 and Seattle Seahawks at 5. And whatever they do to improve their teams, Arizona, as we know, they're way far from really improving this year. But the Seattle Seahawks, if they make a couple of good picks here and there,
Mhm.
they can definitely give us a challenge in the NFC West. That's why, to me, it's important to kind of keep an eye on our enemies in the West to see what they do, what kind of moves they make. So I wanted to kick it off tonight with this question. What does Seattle do at 5? Do they stay, move back? Do they take a defensive player, a D tackle, or a defensive end or inside guy? What do you guys think? And we can go with Mariah.
Good question. If I were them, I don't know what the hell they're going to do, but if I were them, I would be moving back maybe turn that pick 5 into a couple of picks, maybe move back to 15-ish and you can pick up, an extra pick or so. Unless, they're planning on drafting a quarterback or something like that. But I think they have more than just one need that's going to, it's not like they can say, oh, let's draft a D end and that's going to make up our only need on the team and get us over the hump to go to the Super Bowl. They have more than one need to fill that team. So why not turn that pick into multiple?
I like that. I did like that. Who's next to you? Ryan, what's your thoughts?
I think you need some glasses if you can't tell who I am.
I said who's next to Mariah, and I looked and it was you.
Me and Mariah go back like babies with pacifiers. Like if you didn't know that, like I'm joking.
How many times have you heard that one, Mariah?
Oh, too many. Too many. It's
today,
usually like
today. I'm just
average probably 1.5 every time she sees me or does a show with me. And then
Ryan, you're gonna make me hate 420, bro.
Bashar and I both like fight to who can say it first. You know what I mean, and work it into a conversation. We're horrible. Defensive end. The way I see it is, defensive end can normally produce year one if they're able to. Defensive tackles, not always. They don't have their big body yet. They're going to be in the interior. You're going to have multiple people around. You can't be in space. You don't have your NFL body. So personally, earlier rounds, unless you're talking about like a generational, like if you got a Bryant Young there and you don't need anything else, then yeah, you got a year or two, you can wait for him to become the Bryant Young that you expect him to be. That's fine too. But really in our situation right now, edge. We can wait to interior guy later. What up, right. Lawrence?
What's up, Lawrence? Welcome to the chat.
What's up, everybody?
How you doing? I just happened to look down and I'm like, oh, we got an extra. I'm telling myself, always remember to look at the list of people that come in. Welcome, by the way. So I'm going to pass it real quick to Peter, but we're asking the question about the draft. We're talking pre-draft, the draft next week. The Niners, from this point, Lawrence, is not picking on Thursday, but other teams are, like the Seahawks and the Cardinals. So the question right now is, what are the Seahawks going to do with their fifth pick? Are they taking a player, or are they moving down or up? And so that's the question. Go ahead, Peter. What's your thoughts on that?
So they've got 5 picks in the top 100. I think they've got number 5 and number 20. They got 2 in the first round. So I think that they are going to stand pat. I think they're taking Jalen Carter. That's my personal opinion on it, because that would be going all the way villain like Pete Carroll likes to do. Because I think everybody's planning on Jalen Carter falling because of the off the field stuff, and it would be totally Pete Carroll to take a guy like that and just wreck shop. So I think they're going to go Jalen Carter.
Interesting.
It's kind of mixed. I was just on watching Joe Stevens and his guest Seahawks Eddie, and Seahawks Eddie wants the defensive end and Joe wants Carter. So it's like it's kind of split between the fan base, I guess.
Yeah.
49 Media, what's your thoughts? And then we'll turn it over to Lawrence.
So I'm agreeing here with Peter. Like I think that the Seahawks, I mean, they're in the top 4. I don't think they should be trading back. And like Peter's mentioning, they also have quite a few picks in the top 100 in this draft class. So if I'm them, I'm taking Carter or an edge rusher. So I'm staying put if I'm Seattle.
Love it. About you finish it off there, Lawrence. What's your thoughts? Then I do.
Yes, sir. First, thanks, Beto. What's up to you? What's up, Mariah? What's up, Ryan? What's up, Peter? And what's up, 49 Media? How's everybody in the chat doing? Good to be on with y'all tonight.
Now that you're here.
Blessed, brother. Blessed.
I love you, Ryan. Well, are we smoking? We don't smoke on stream, right? See, I don't want to do that, but I got you for sure. I agree with Media and Peter. I think.
What was that?
I'll be like, oops.
Exactly. I think they go Carter if they stand pat. But if I were them, and I was actually listening right when you dropped the question, Beto, offline. So
Okay.
yes, sir. So I heard Mariah and Ryan's answers too. Yeah, I think that they go.
That's by
I think that they do. I think they trade back. I think at that point in time, that maybe they're looking to take a quarterback, maybe somebody that slips, something along those lines. But I think that the best thing that they could probably do is take somebody to try to wreck us 2 games a year on the line.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see them doing that too. They don't have any strength on the defensive line. They need pass rushers. They need to be able to stop the run. We killed them in the run, and pretty much everybody can run on them. So they definitely need to beef up the middle. Carter can be a great asset for them now. There's the off the field. Will they take a risk on him or not? I hope they take a risk on him, and I hope he doesn't plan out for them. I hope he's like,
That's what I'm hoping.
I think
That's what I'm hoping too.
to be honest with you.
I'm hoping
man,
he
let
gets
it just-
arrested the next day.
Yeah, take him and then let him be like one of those bad character guys where you have to, after year 2, you have to cut him.
Yeah, they got Boye Mafe that they got last year, who I think is going to take a step forward this year, and so that's why I think they go Jalen Carter, and then they got pick number 20. So I think they could dip in again and get an edge rusher, another corner. So
shout out to our guy Joe too, one of those 12s, whatever.
Oh, Joe Stevens, yeah, he's a cool
Yeah.
dude, man.
He's a
Cool
really good.
dude.
He's a really good cat.
So, there's a few teams on the top 5. They need quarterbacks. They want quarterbacks, and they are definitely looking at quarterback. One of them actually traded a bunch of capital to move up to number 1 spot for their pick of the litter. I don't know if you guys have been watching film or listening to ESPN or just Twitter, but there's a few quarterbacks that people are saying may go number 1 to the Panthers. Is it Alabama's quarterback, Young? Is it CJ Stroud? Who could it be going to the Panthers? I know we're not very familiar with the Panthers, and if you were, I'll be like, why? You could be familiar, but so I'm going to start opposite backwards on this one. I'm going to start with Lawrence and then go all the way up. What are your thoughts on the quarterback situation? Who do you think that who do you think the Panthers will pick? And also tell me, who do you think they should pick?
That tugs on me a little bit, Beto, honestly. So first of all, I know Curry is and then we have, I'm sure, a lot of Warriors fans here in the comments. Curry is a person who knows a whole lot about the Panthers, so I'm sure he's interested in what's going on.
Yeah, really, yeah.
Right, but for me personally, I'm a Buckeye. OH. Okay, screw the blue. Don't do it, please, brother. Oh, come on, bro.
Go blue all day.
Screw the. Okay, I can't even say that out my mouth. But I'm a CJ Stroud.
1 point for the blue because you got Ohio to stop saying something.
Yeah, no, but see, we got 2 points for the Buckeyes because they gave us Bosa. So I'll just stop it right there.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right. So, but
we got Ambry Thomas, so that just
and
that just
they also gave us Ambry. See,
really?
They gave us
No, I
Ambry.
really don't like
That's
the
minus
blue.
a point for
You
you.
see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
I was trying to slip that. I was trying to slip that through.
I'm
and
like,
see how
Bosa,
much.
Trust me. I
Ambry
think about it all the
Thomas,
time. Look
really?
where he came from. Every time he's either not on the field or makes a mistake, I say, "Damn it, look where he came
He didn't
from."
play. He didn't play.
Exactly. So, but after all that, I think that and then what I saw online, maybe a couple of weeks ago with the Panthers conversations with CJ, I think that they're probably looking to take CJ, unless the media hype that's come out over the last, week and half a week or so, saying that he's an idiot. Apparently, he didn't do well in his test. So, unless if they don't believe that, I expect them to take CJ Stroud, and I guess I hope they take him. I feel bad for the young man, but that's what I would do.
Interesting. What about you, 49 Media?
I'm gonna go with. I've just been thinking this the entire time since the Panthers traded up. I'm sticking with who I think they're gonna go with. That I've been going with the whole time. I think they're going with C.J. Stroud.
Okay, I thought you were going to give me a reason why, but you just stopped.
That's it. That's it.
Yeah, okay. And who do
that's
you
the
think
tweet.
they should take? Same guy?
Yeah, I think they should take C.J. Stroud, and I
Okay.
think they will take C.J. Stroud.
Fair enough. Peter, who do you think they will take, and who do you think they should take?
I think they're going to take Bryce Young. Not because I hate Ohio State, but because I look at C.J. Stroud and this is not it really has nothing to do with Ohio State except for the fact that they don't run a pro style offense. So it kind of killed Justin Field, and like what Ohio State quarterback ended up being. When was the last Ohio State quarterback to be anything? Like it's just because they don't run a pro style offense, and they're not asked to make pre snap reads. They're asked to make they run a lot of choice routes and like all that kind of stuff. And I think that's what kind of delayed Justin Fields' development, and why we're still talking about him having to use his legs. It's not just because he's on the Bears. It's because they were complaining that he's not really good at the whole. He's still learning on the fly. So I don't think that they want to take C.J. Stroud because of maybe not that exact reason, but that's why I don't think they take C.J. Stroud. I think I'm going to go with Bryce Young, even though I think he's too short. But I think that's who they're going to take.
Bryce. Okay. Let's see here. Ryan.
I think they're picking a quarterback. I don't know which one. They both got upsides. They both got downsides. They got, it's without being a real fan of the team and like knowing their coach, and doing the due diligence that we do in our team, I can't really say. I'll go C.J. Stroud. Does that work?
Fair enough.
My backup is Bryce Young. You know what I'm saying?
All your bases covered.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to pick a quarterback in this year's draft. I'll be honest with you.
Right.
A lot of people have said that.
Right. They're going quarterback.
Yeah. And this is why that and I hate to be the guy, but this is why that trade scenario that has been brought up for our Trey Lawrence Trey Lawrence. See, Lawrence, what you got me doing? Trey Lance.
Thank you.
It's been rumored around. Yeah, true. Thank you, Bashar. Oh, he's in there.
What's up, Bashar?
What a way to say you're down there. Bye.
I know.
Man, you're fast.
I was waiting for you to fucking put me on, dude.
Well, raise your finger. Give me a middle finger or something, but you didn't do
I
nothing.
remember that, Beto.
You figure my camera just popping up on the.
But see,
bottom
the minute I
probably
saw your
enough.
name, I brought you on. What do you think? I can read minds?
That's why they call it private.
Nelly. So I'll go. Okay, Mariah, and then I go to Bashar on the question. Mariah, what's your thoughts on numero uno?
I agree about the Ohio State quarterback thing. That scares me because we're right. We haven't seen Ohio State quarterback do shit in the league. But the height thing is also very concerning. So, yeah.
Purdy's taller, but yeah, I hear you.
I'm gonna take the chance on the Ohio State working before a short ass quarterback works. So that's who I'll pick.
Don't want no short man.
Exactly.
Yeah. Remember,
Don't
but
need
those
no
short guys,
Kyler
the
Murray.
ones
I
that
don't
have
think
more
that's what
heart.
they were talking about, but like,
Hey, you can apply it to anything.
Yeah. When you want the girls only want to date with
What up,
guys with
Pete?
big peepees.
what's going on, Bashar?
Church.
That's my dog Pete right there.
Bashar, what are your thoughts on Carolina? What they're going to do? Who are they
I'll
going
be
to
honest.
take?
You guys can pass me up on this. I don't care what they do, and I didn't follow those quarterbacks, so
You don't follow the quarterbacks? What?
I know. I just care for what the Niners
I was
are
about
doing.
to say
man.
we don't pick until 99.
Church
Yeah,
again.
that's why I'm bringing other teams up.
This draft, I
Exactly.
didn't follow. This draft, I didn't follow potential players going in rounds 1 and 2. A couple guys here and there.
Mm-hmm.
There's a couple guys I like that we could possibly trade up for, but if we're not going to be able to pick those guys, I'm like, okay. And I didn't sit there and watch college football all year long either, so it is what it is.
I got you. I love college football, so yeah, I got you
too.
though.
Not that I don't like it, I just didn't watch it.
No,
this
I
year.
watch it every freaking yeah.
Who do you think, Beto? Did you say?
I'm who they're gonna take.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think they're gonna pass up on both of those cats, and they're gonna take what's his name? I can't
Will
think of his-
Anderson?
Yes, Will.
Beto with a fire.
Ugh.
Mark
That
it
would
down.
break the draft. That would break the draft.
Beto, that there's no way that's happening.
I'd rather take Anthony Richardson before Will.
I don't know about Anthony Richardson.
I think Will Anderson's going to be great. Like,
Yeah,
but,
me
but-
too.
But do you trade all the way up? Trade all those assets up to get a defensive end? I just don't think
They have Brian Burns. They don't need no
No. Yeah.
edge
Well,
rusher.
I
wish I could
Will
talk about
Anderson is going to be like
49
a Bosa though, man.
Bro, nobody's a Bosa talent in this draft. Come on.
No, I wouldn't say.
I don't know. I keep hearing Zach Harrison.
There's
is
nobody from Ohio State
a
that's coming
Bosa
out.
type player.
Yeah, somebody. Well, not high, but our boy John V he's an Ohio State guy, and
Yeah,
he's
he is.
revering about what's his name?
I think
What's
I
your
heard him
D-
know.
I'm telling you guys, you got to
Marvin
draft
Harrison.
Zach Harrison.
Yeah, Harrison.
You put Zach Harrison on the other side of Bosa. That's it. The quarterback.
And he's a Miles Garrett type player. You have to go get Zach Harrison right
He's
now.
built just like Miles Garrett. I'm telling you guys, we got to get him.
Yeah,
That's
that's
a pretty
John
good
V.
fucking impersonation
Yeah.
there. Bashar. Hey, Bashar, you're not watching the game?
I try. What game?
I
What
thought you
game?
just put, you said you're so mad about the green
No,
suspension.
I'm not watching the game. No, because the league
He's
got
mad.
fucking involved and GP2's out, so it's just gonna be a shit show. So
Did
they-
you also
they
see
go
what
fuck yourself. I'm not gonna
GP2's
give
out
the
too?
NBA money
Yeah.
today.
Up right
The
now,
NBA's gonna
though.
fucking lose ratings over this
Up right now,
bullshit
though,
Did you
because
see what
they're a
happened
bunch of
with the
pieces of fucking
76ers
shit.
too?
So fuck the
Somebody's
NBA.
The
butthurt.
76ers
Woo.
did the same type.
We are on
The
fire.
same
Yeah, the
thing
same
happened-
fucking
Even though
type of
we're-
play.
Yeah, the same thing
and the
happened to
guy
Joel
gets
Embiid.
roses
And it's
for
like,
doing
oh,
I
shit.
should not have
No,
put
I'm
this
not
on my
My fault.
on my channel.
We're winning, and
Oh, fuck it,
Bashar's
put it
there
on your
crying.
channel.
Yeah,
I
I'm
never see
watching.
fucking teams get cheated out of bullshit
Oh,
like
are
this
you a
before,
Kings fan,
unless it's the
Mariah?
Warriors. Unless
No,
it's the fucking
Golden
Warriors.
State's
Then,
winning right
oh,
now.
well, you guys
Yeah,
win championships. It's
we're
not
all
fair.
Golden State fans.
They just
Oh,
said,
we're-
no, we're
we're
not.
I'm a
not.
Laker fan.
No, we're
but-
not. I'm a Laker fan. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a Laker fan too.
Laker Nation.
Go
I mean,
Sonics.
If they want, if they
Laker
want, we can bring the
Nation.
Santa Cruz Warriors and have them play the game tonight. If they want, they think we cheat so much. I mean, it's ridiculous.
It's okay.
The
It's okay,
Santa Cruz
Bashar.
Warriors are a G League team.
We'll take Draymond,
So why should I bother
Draymond
watching?
Green next year. We'll take him off your hands. We'll pick him
Nah,
up.
I don't want Draymond.
Neither do I, but I'm just trying to make Bashar happy.
He popped a vein in his forehead and left.
You know LeBron
Oh my
wants
goodness,
him.
he did leave, huh?
You know LeBron wants him.
Wow, I guess he's really fired up about that. Either that or his internet.
Oh
went out.
shit! Wait, did he leave?
Wait, first you couldn't
Yeah.
tell that he was fired up. you couldn't tell that he was fired up.
I didn't
My
think it was
apologies
that
for bringing
serious.
that up, Bashar. I'm sorry, dog.
Yeah, I apologize.
Lawrence.
Bashar. I
This-
didn't
Get in the
mean to
I know
corner,
you guys
Lawrence.
have a
like
sh-
that.
I know you guys have a
I'm already in the
WWF or E show going on together, but you don't have to be no matches tonight.
He
On
might
here,
just
bro.
cancel that shit right now. That bitch might be over.
He's looking for a
F1.
new
That
host.
shit's done.
He's looking
Bashar
for a
with the
new
chair
host,
off the
huh?
top rope. Oh, power went
that's
out. He
power.
said.
went
Oh,
out.
power went out.
So bring him back
Oh,
in.
okay.
Yeah, when he ripped all the lights out of the
Perfect
wall.
timing.
went out.
Yeah.
It's because he decided not to watch the Warriors game, so now his power went out.
Now
Probably 'cause
you
of
better
the
be on your best
electromagnetic
behavior,
field coming off
Lawrence.
his body.
I don't know.
It's
I
from the
don't know, man. It's
electromagnetic
not.
field
It's
coming
not
off his
windy.
body.
It's not cold. It's not hot. I don't know about the power. going
What's
out,
the
man.
weather?
Right at that perfect timing. Huh?
Yeah, weather's nice over there in Sacramento where he's at. He's not that far from me. It's windy where I am.
It's like nice
But-
80
but-
degrees here in
That was
Arizona.
not letting it go. Like you don't get to use that excuse.
No,
like,
no, no,
Get
no.
back in here.
You had a tantrum. You could
Pull up
you had a
Joey's
tantrum,
comment,
couldn't handle your
Beto.
tantrum and you left.
Joey.
Per source, Joey, the 49. No, they're not picking up me. They're picking up you, Joey, as the water
What's
boy.
up, Joey?
in
Welcome
the
to
s-
the
in
channel.
the
What's up,
first round.
Seattle Eddie
Welcome.
in the house? How you doing, sir? Seahawk Eddie, excuse me. Welcome. And Melissa just hurt my feelings right now by making a comment. She says,
I'm a Grizzlies fan. Oh, darn.
whatever. It's all right. It's all right, girl. You can pick whatever you want. They're going to lose anyway, but it's okay.
Oh,
So it's pre-draft talk. I know you guys are Niners. Ryan has made it clear that he don't listen to nothing or watches nothing if it's not Niner related. So with that said, we do have 3 picks in the late 3rd round, starting with 99, starting 99, 101, and 102. My question is, and I know this has been talked about a lot in different channels, but I want to get your guys' opinion. What do the Niners do with 99? What position do they take? Not necessarily what player, that's too here or there, but what position do you think that they will take with the 99, knowing that who's the team right after us at 100? Is it the Raiders?
Yes.
Okay, so the Raiders are, and then we have 101 and 102. So what position could the Niners not afford the Raiders to jump on and take? So they take it at 99 instead of 101. And we'll start with Mariah.
Bashar's still back there crying.
There he is.
I'm not crying. I've just been waiting to be put back on. I literally lost my power. I'm like,
Well, I never heard people lose power like for 5 minutes.
Oh,
it happens all the time.
Bashar, maybe if you watch the Warriors game, you wouldn't lose power.
What's that?
And he was
I
back.
live 90 minutes from you. It's not like we live in the
same.
same neighborhood. If I lose power, doesn't mean you're going to lose power.
I never lose power. I have a generator.
I don't.
Oh my god. Well, I'm gonna hurry up and go before you guys start fighting because unlike
I'm not fighting with anybody. You guys thought I was lying.
The
or something.
Warriors game,
Yeah, exactly.
and the Golden Knights game, both at the same time. Both my teams are
what
in
a
the
pro.
playoffs, so
There you go.
How's the
99.
Knights
I'm
doing?
drafting safety.
99 safety. I like it. Plain and simple.
How are the
Ryan,
Knights
can
doing?
can you do the same? That's not the question.
Skip.
Huh?
Oh my God, Peter. So, what are your thoughts at 99? What position do they take?
I mean, it depends. I honestly, I want them to trade up from 99 to make sure that they get one of these tackles. But I wouldn't mind a safety at that point.
And how high do you think they have to trade up to get that?
I think they're going to have to go into the low 80s at least. That's
Okay.
my personal opinion.
Okay, back to Ryan. See if Ryan's ready. 99. What position do they take? Senor Ryan?
Defensive end. I
There
think.
you go. Looking like a trooper, man. I love
No,
it.
I knew what it was last time. I was just giving you crap because I wanted to hear what was going on with the Knights. So I just think defensive ends way too much of a commodity. We've got a 3-pick run out of 4 picks. You know what I mean? Might as well get the DN first, and then some team can pick one player, and then we can get back-to-back picks after that. But I think we go defensive end first, so nobody can sneak that last guy that we might like.
49 Media, your thoughts?
All right, I'm gonna go with the position that nobody's mentioned, but tight end. Because the Raiders, who did they lose? Right, they lost Darren Waller. I get that this class is very, very deep, but I feel like there's somebody maybe the Niners like there, and I would not be surprised if they go and take a tight end in the 3rd round. So making sure that the Raiders don't get their tight end, I think that the Niners should go with a tight end at pick 99.
Tight end. That's interesting there, 49 Media. Lawrence, what's your thoughts on 99? What position do you think they'll take?
Well, Media just stole my gem that I had right there. But yes, I think that we go get a tight end possibly in the 3rd round if we stay in the 99 spot. What I would like them to do is like Peter says, move up into the 2nd round, mid to late 2nd round, and try to get a tackle. That's what I did in my first draft that I did when the little apps came or internet thing started coming out a couple of months ago. That was the first thing I drafted was a tackle. So that's what I would prefer they do. But judging by what the always right internet and media said, the biggest thing that we've been looking for so far, the team-wise, this draft or scouting were tight ends. And with George hitting the 3-0, I think that they're looking for the future. Plus, we don't have a second tight end. Let's just keep it 100. So with George, pushing 30 and as physical as he always is, he played great last year, staying healthy. But if he, for whatever reason gets nicked, they can maybe have somebody to back him up.
Okay. What about you, Bashar?
I think it's gonna be right tackle. Well, it could be edge, but I think just right tackle is just a much thinner position in comparison to edge this year in the draft. So by default, I'd say right tackle. And on top of that, we already drafted Drake Jackson. So not saying we won't draft an edge or two edges, but we'll see.
Right on. Austin Powers.
Austin Powers.
I'm like,
Niner Lakers,
name
Austin, straight up.
With a name
Right
like that,
on,
I don't know
Austin.
if I can make a mod with the Austin Power name.
I can make you a mod. I'm not sure.
I need to. I'm messing around. I need to see two IDs, urine test to qualify. What's up, Young Montana? Coming in the house. That's interesting. Yeah, I hear you guys. That's interesting. I think I've been saying we'll take safety. I know tight end is something they've been looking at a lot of tight ends, but there are a lot of tight ends out there, and I'm pretty sure the Niners have a few tight ends they're looking at. So even if the Raiders do take one of them, there's other ones that the Niners can fall on at 101 or 102. Now, people have been saying, especially two of you here today in the panel, about the Niners moving up. But it's like, I don't know if they can move up. I don't know if they will move up to the low 80s to take a tackle. I think they would have to move up much higher to get a good tackle. And
So
honestly,
do I.
do they start rookies? No, they develop them and start them the following year. They can probably take a tackle in the 5th round.
I mean, Burford started last year. He was a rookie.
That's what I'm saying. They do when needed. It depends. I
Right,
think that
yep.
Shanahan plays the best player, and that's what the way
And
they-
maybe if we didn't have Lakin, maybe Banks would have played. Who
He
knows?
could have played. And like you said, we don't start rookies, but if we have a position where we may, really need to start the rookie, then I think that Kyle pulls the trigger on it, and that happened obviously last year with Burford, and he played well. So I think we can find that in this draft, honestly, and we may not have to because I don't think that we can get a tackle with talent in that kind of talent in the 5th round. Or so I personally don't. I could be wrong, and I hope I am, because that's probably something that we're going to do. But I don't want to draft Brunskill.
Brunskill. Yeah, I hear you.
I personally
Like
think
that, you know
they
what
should
I'm
be
saying?
taking. All right. I think that they should take 2 tight ends because I will say this: I don't like. 2 tackles. Take the right tackle and then also take a swing tackle because I do not like Jalen Moore. Please get him off this team. Go get yourself a new swing tackle, please.
Oh, some hate on Jalen.
Yeah, I just look at this this team. They just need some new blood on the offensive line, and I think that's what they kind of let some guys go, and now you've got Feliciano on the squad. Now you've got they basically went all in with our center with Brendel, and then you've got Burford. Like, I don't know what they're going to do with Burford. Everybody thinks that they're going to kick him out to right tackle, but for some reason I just don't see it. And and then I think that they can draft a guy and he can be good enough to start. I think that they're going to try and draft a guy to start, but then if he doesn't end up being good enough, I don't think that they'll put him out there. So that's the way it goes. When you're in this spot, that's all you're doing. You're throwing darts at a dartboard.
Okay. Now we know that we're going to be taking 3 players at the end of the 3rd, but we do have a few in the 5th, 6th, and 7th. And if we all know that the 5th is very valuable round because the Niners have up to this point taken quality players there, beyond quality. If you ask me, Greenlaw, you have Hufanga, you have George Kittle, Who else am I missing in the fifth round?
Let's see.
Exactly.
Greenlaw.
Hufanga was a 6th or 5th. I think
Was he a sixth?
I
Fifth.
think it
I
was
think he was a
sixth.
fifth.
I believe
but-
Hufanga was a fifth.
Fifth. That's what I thought.
He was a fifth. Yeah, he was a fifth.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Questioning my knowledge of the fifth round, young man. Let me school you. Just kidding.
I
Yeah,
plead the
it's
fifth.
Justin School's not on the
There you go.
roster anymore, so you can't school him.
Plead for the
What's up,
fifth.
David Villa? Welcome to the channel.
He's got
brother.
jokes.
He does. He
Jokes
does.
and jokes and jokes.
So, did I go through the whole panel, or did I leave anybody behind?
I say
Other
draft 2
question.
tackles.
Okay.
Oh, I'm all
There you
about
go.
drafting 2 tackles.
Yes.
I'd even go draft 3, but that's just because
Wow.
we got a lot of picks this year. Instead of moving up for somebody, why not just draft another tackle who you think could make it on this team at some point in time, and have 3 guys? You know that part in Batman where the Joker, snaps the pool stick in half and says, "I only got spot for 1." Hey, you know what I'm saying? Let's see who got it. Bring them all in here. I'm thinking we're going to have to draft tackles next year anyway, so might as well draft 3 this year, figure out if any of them work. You're probably going to get one that works, probably one that maybe will work, and one that is not going to work. So kick that guy to the curb, take 2 guys, Jalen Moore, bye-bye. Next year we'll figure out what we're going to do with that other guy who might not make it, that we kept along because he was better than the other guy.
That's an interesting take. 3 tackles. Do
But
you guys in
right
the panel
there.
agree with that? 3 of them?
It's something you'd never heard before, but hey,
Yeah.
who cares?
I
That's
could
a hot take.
see it,
We
but
need a
I'd take
tackle.
2.
We
at
have
least.
2 tackle positions that we are going to need to fill in the next couple of years. Let's
I
get to
feel
the-
you.
Let's
I
get to
feel
the
you.
bottom.
I just would they do it is the question.
No,
And
they wouldn't.
Yeah.
No.
And yeah, I can't see it.
They would go, we can get some undrafted guys. You know what I mean? They probably draft 2 tackles and then bring in an undrafted tackle that made it all the way through. And, Kyle would get some freaking running back that's not going to make the team, but some undrafted running back will.
Well, they can use the running backs as tackles. They take plenty of those.
Speaking of running
Then-
backs, I want to ask you guys a question. Do you see there's a chance that Elijah Mitchell is traded during the draft?
Kyle
I don't-
Shanahan would trade his own mother for the right price.
I don't think anybody's taken him coming off of all the injuries that he came off of last year. Like nothing of substance.
And
So
if you're not gonna get in
even
return,
with that,
why?
you don't think we could get better because we took him in the 6th round? You don't think his?
Oh, I mean, they could possibly get a 5th round,
Yeah.
another 5th rounder, maybe.
But is that really going to blow the skirt up?
That's what I'm saying. Like
It's not.
I could see them adding him as a throw-in to to another deal,
Yeah.
to move up.
Like if
I
you were
could see
gonna
that.
if you were gonna trade Trey Lance and you were going to maybe throw in Danny Gray, you could almost put Elijah Mitchell in there too and be like, there you go. There's a nice little package right there. You got a wide receiver Trey can throw to. You got a running back that's really good, but who knows if he'll be healthy. You know what I mean? To kind of save yourself from, I don't know. There's things you could do there, but I don't see it happening because I don't think the 49ers are going to get the value that they want out of him.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with Trey Lance. I don't think you're going to get the same value out of him. You know what I mean? So that they want. So
Yeah, they can put in those 3 players and trade them for Cousins.
right, exactly. That would be that instead of having to pay more draft capital. Yeah, those 3 players.
Melissa is very angry.
Yeah,
in
people.
the
Yeah,
chat.
yeah, exactly.
Hella red faces. Hella red emojis.
Hey,
Why are you mad, Melissa?
I'm not saying this is what they should do. I'm saying this is what I could see happening. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't want Trey to go. I don't see us getting away from Elijah Mitchell. And I'm hoping Elijah Mitchell can stay healthy and go for 10 yards a clip like we've seen him do in the past with no fumbles. That's what I'm hoping for. But
Yeah.
the 49ers zag. We're all like, hey, zig, we're zigging. And they go zag. And we're stuck with the WTF moments.
Exactly.
Speaking of
Yeah.
Don't
WTF,
hate me.
Melissa just said, "What?" Basically, what the fuck or fuck that? Elijah is staying. Is that what you're saying, Melissa?
Hey, look,
Fuck that. Elijah is staying.
It's
She
not a
likes
live
women.
stream unless Melissa gets mad at the panel.
Yeah.
Well, here we are.
And now she wants Juice traded.
Who
Get
wants
rid,
juice
get rid of the
traded?
orange
She
juice.
didn't
Get rid of
want
orange
that.
juice. You can get rid of apple juice. I'm good with that.
Lepke.
Just leave his wife behind.
Lepke, dude, I remember watching Lepke because I'm a Arizona Wildcat fan, and I just remember him like totally just running all over us.
Can I ask you about Lepke? Because I've watched his film, but very little. I didn't sit and watch full games. But do you guys think if we drafted Lepke or somebody else drafted him, does he have the potential to be a Mike Allstott type runner? Because if that's the case, I'd be juiced if we got him.
I think he's a
No pun
bigger-
intended.
I think he's a
No pun
bigger almost juice.
yeah,
He's a bigger almost juice. Like that's why I feel he's not as athletic as Juice. But I think he can do kind of all the things that Juice can do. He just doesn't have the catching, he's not going to be, they're not going to split him out wide like they do Juice.
well,
Like
yet.
yeah, no, not yet.
But is he that strong running threat though? Because Juice doesn't excite me in the run game. But with
I think he's a better runner.
Okay, you think he's better runner?
It
Okay,
doesn't
that's
matter
what I
about
wanted to
him
know.
really being a runner in the scheme. It's more about can he get to the blocks and
Block.
can he understand who he needs to block in certain situations when the thing changes. You know, when a player zigs instead of zagging like they're expecting, can he
Technical.
pick up what's going on at the time and be able to make the right block?
I agree.
I concur.
And I
would
thought
rather
if we
be
draft him,
dehydrated.
we should keep him on the team as tight end number 4, and that's how we keep him. He's just keep him as a tight end. He's big enough where he's almost like a Charlie Warner size. You know what I mean? Might
I would
as
like to
well.
use the guy that we drafted last year, or that guard with that. What's his name?
Is it Nick
Jason
Sickell?
Poe.
Jason Poe as a big guy to lead
Could
the
be.
open up the lanes like a fullback.
Preach.
Dude, I remember watching those videos of him. Like after I found out that we signed him as an undrafted free agent, like he posted a video, literally him playing fullback.
I love me some Edgar Allan, Jason Poe.
Yeah, he's
Our
short.
next fullback, Jason Poe.
Jason.
Try him out. What's up,
Poe.
Randy?
That would be sick.
Daytona, welcome.
That'd be awesome.
What's happening, Randy? Hey, I made you a
So,
mod.
who do you think the 2 running backs will be for the San Francisco 49ers in 2023? Not considering health, if everybody's healthy. You think it'll be Elijah backing up CMC? Do you think it'll be
I mean, it has to be.
Jordan Mason?
TDP.
No.
Come on, Kyle.
Because Jordan Mason showed some great quality.
Womp.
He was he showed some good running
Come on,
ability
Kyle. Come on, buddy.
between the tackles.
I want to.
He reminds me of like a Marshawn Lynch type
Who
of
does?
running back, Jordan Mason.
No,
And I love that he's wearing the same number that he
Hey,
did.
I just want Jordan Mason to come into camp ready to block, and like that's the whole thing, because I want him to take away the excuse and get that man on the field. The man averaged 6 yards a carry for the season.
But he got to block. You're right.
That's the excuse they gave to not put him out there. But I don't want to hear that. That's he doesn't. You put him in there on obvious rushing downs. The man was averaging 6 yards a carry.
And with TDP, do you think we might get the same result as we got with Trey Sermon 1 year in and 1 year now he's out? Or do you think TDP can make that step forward and do something this year, sitting a year behind this offense and learning it? Anyway.
I personally like the fit a little bit more with TDP than I did with Sermon, because like to me, okay, before everybody like goes at me, I'm gonna say this, that
Let's go at media, guys.
You already know it, huh?
I feel like he kind of has a bit of that Debo in him when he runs. I'm not saying he is a Debo, but I'm
TDP?
just
Really?
I feel like he kind of has that in him. So
I think he could be out of the
What film were you
league.
watching? I never saw Debo in
The only comparison I can make from them to the both
The film when we drafted him.
they both can run, but
You're
they're
talking about
nothing
when
alike.
Debo got tackled at the line of scrimmage, right? Like, because that's TD. That's all TDP did last season.
I think
Go ahead. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Peter. No,
No,
please, go ahead.
go for it, brother. Oh, okay. All I was saying is TDP. I think it was another waste of a pick. He's another non-fit. I know that they want to go with more power or more inside running, but it's just a bad fit. It's just a bad fit. I don't see it.
On that note, Peter, though, they did bring in two big boys this offseason in Feliciano and I forgot the name of the other guy. They're like 330-pound guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the guy from the
They're
Eagles.
maulers. They open up lanes.
Okay.
They want to get from the outside, and they want to start running in between the tackles. Do you think they brought those guys in particularly to help out TDP to do his thing?
Feliciano was brought here to be a backup. That's what I think.
And so was Matt Pryor.
And so was Matt Pryor.
Right.
I don't think that they were brought. I think they were brought in because that was available at their price range, and that's
So you're saying they're
that's what it
backup
is.
material, strictly backup.
I think they're just backups.
I feel like Feliciano's
Interesting.
kind of the Brunskill replacement.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you guys all concur with that statement from?
No, not at all.
Let me ask the question real
So
quick.
what's your thoughts, Ryan?
I know Ryan doesn't.
Oh, let
I'm sorry. Just regards to TDP.
if you got a question, if you got a question, let me finish
you
this
can go
topic,
after
then you can move on.
Okay.
No, I think Pryor is different. Like, look at Pryor's build. He's different than any tackle we've had, especially right tackle that we've had on the team. He's not a guard. He's a tackle.
Mhm.
And we've seen we're running a lot more up the gut than we have been outside zone. So I have a feeling if he's not the starter week one, he will be later on down the road if we especially start going more to strength, and especially if somebody like McKivitz can't handle it.
Interesting.
Because McKivitz isn't Kyle Shanahan's, right tackle normally. So that's kind of why I'm like, I have no idea what's going on here. Normally he likes his right tackle to be the hammer, and the left tackle is the anvil, and you pound teams with them. You know what I mean? You hit the hammer with the metal and against the anvil. So McKivitz isn't that guy either as Pryor, and it seems to me that kind of signals that we're switching up offensive schemes, but we'll see.
Got it. Go ahead, Lawrence. You had something you wanted to add?
I actually agree with you, right? If somebody else starts up with a different body size and based on what they have done with the Feliciano, we could be kind of maneuvering the scheme a little bit. But just and maybe that's the question with TDP. I don't think he fits really with our normal zone scheme, to be honest. Similarly to Sermon. So, how many players off the top of your head, everyone, had three names that you have ever known to be really good in the league?
To be what? Good in the league?
Right. Had three names. Motherfucker that had a
running back, right?
Any player.
Gardner Johnson.
Gardner Johnson. CJ Gardner Johnson.
I mean, that's right now. That's all. I'm trying to think of.
McCrary Ball.
Yeah, McCrary Ball.
He's gonna be gone.
Oh, I got one.
Yeah.
McCrary Ball is good.
You know what? Even
got one.
but like,
I every time I look to see him come on the field, I go, yeah. But
CMC.
Nice interception. Good try, bro. Good try.
That's not a hyphen.
I know. I'm just. I get it. I don't know.
Lynchy.
Yeah, exactly.
Look stinky.
We're going all the way down.
Shanna Han.
Now you're breaking it down by syllables now.
Yeah.
I don't know where this turned, but we went off the cliff. Crazy. Lawrence, I'm like, where are we going with this?
Like I don't feel safe.
I don't think that I think he's gonna be on our team. Really, I think he's like Trey Sermon.
Yeah. That's how I
So
feel.
I
man.
think that the answer, I guess, even the original question, my two backs this year are CMC and Elijah Mitchell, as long as Elijah
Mhm.
stays healthy, And I think that TDP is a wasted pick again.
Interesting. Before we move on to the next topic, Mariah, do you want to add to that, or you kind of concur with what these gentlemen have been saying?
Yeah, if Elijah Mitchell's healthy, I agree. It's CMC Elijah Mitchell. I'm not ready to just write off TDP though.
Okay.
The same thing that I get up here and bitch every day about not writing off Trey Lance after 3 starts. Like, we're just going to do that in TDP
Fair enough.
after
I like that.
5 handoffs. Like, no, I'm not ready to do that.
I've seen enough, Mariah.
Yeah. Well, that's you. That ain't me.
How does that shit
kidding.
though? You know what I'm saying? He did that shit to Trey Sermon, and he came from the O. So I was very upset
Well,
about
that's
that.
Kyle. You guys are sitting here doing it. You
Well, I
guys
know,
aren't
but
Kyle.
he went to the Eagles and what happened?
He didn't do shit.
Yeah.
Well, no
He
shit.
flopped
I'm
with
not
the
here
Eagles, too.
arguing for fucking Trey Sermon. So
No,
why
I
you
was
acting
talking.
like I'm
No, I
here
was talking
trying
about
to stick up
platform.
for Trey Sermon.
No, I was talking the platform.
Kyle does that shit though.
Don't get scared.
Look
Oh
for
no,
it.
hey.
I love it. Mariah raises her
I'm
voice.
married.
And I was talking
I'm
to
married,
platform.
bro. Like we ain't never scared.
I love it. I'm messing with you guys.
Where's
You see that
TDP
Mariah
gonna fit?
raises
Where's
her
he gonna
voice.
fit
She's
on the
like, I was
team?
talking to
You think,
platform.
so is he gonna beat out JP Mason or whatever the fuck is JP?
Well, I have
Jordan Mason.
TDP being running back 2 because I do believe that Elijah
Ooh.
Mitchell is going to be moved.
Okay.
Interesting. I whether Elijah Mitchell's here or not, I think Jordan Mason will step up. I like this kid. I like what I saw. He just needs to get on the field more.
Mhm.
I'm not ready to write off TDP either. He hasn't had an opportunity to showcase what he can do. Unfortunately for him, he'll have a better chance to prove what he can do than maybe Trey, because Kyle doesn't know what the heck he's doing with the quarterback situation. And I really want Trey either here or somewhere else, but I want the kid to have a fair chance to be able to showcase what he can do. I don't want him to continue to be in limbo, up and down, and just keep screwing with this kid, because he needs to prove it that he can be, because his 5th year's option is coming up, whether with us or someone else, and we just can't continue to toy with him. So if the Niners really don't want him to be the starter, let him go, trade him. And not that I want him to leave. I say trade him because he deserves to go somewhere where he'll be utilize his skill sets and allow him to be what he was meant to be. But if not, settle down, play him, and stick with him. I like Brock. I really think Brock will be great for us. But if you're going to keep Trey, don't sit there and start turning your back on him 2 games in if he has a couple of bad games, particularly if we don't lose the game because of him. We lose because our running backs fumble late in the 4th quarter and their defense takes it in and they win. You got to give Trey Chance an opportunity to learn. And if they're not going to be patient, then I do suggest they move on from him, because I feel for the kid, man. The kid came in, didn't start year 1, gets hurt year 2, whether it's Kyle's fault or not. That's an argument for another day, but he got hurt. And now Brock came in and did his thing, and now they're in love with Brock, which is fine if that's the direction they want to go. But don't keep playing with Trey's balls.
Wow.
I'm being honest.
Amen.
Pause.
Check.
Pause.
I'm just don't play with his balls. Let him
Motherfuckers
go.
act like they forgot about Trey.
Yeah, don't forget about him.
Pause.
Let him go and let him be
Keep laughing.
The whole time he's been here.
Yeah, that was me.
what he was meant to
Okay,
be.
I thought you were mad at me.
Why would I be mad at you, bro?
I don't know, because you said I cussed earlier. You're like, oh, it's on my channel.
Oh no.
Oh, Ryan left.
Jokes. It's jokes.
Ryan. Oh, here he is.
I was just kidding,
Don't.
too.
You shouldn't take everything that I ever say seriously.
How did I leave?
Like
I don't know. You weren't there.
I think
I
his
didn't
power
do
went out
nothing.
too.
I
My
didn't think
power
you-
did not go out.
Okay, I didn't take you out.
You did
Vishar,
too.
the only reason your power went out
Brandon's
is 'cause you're
not
not
here,
watching
so-
the Warriors.
That's why
I
know
started
it was
watching
you.
because I had
No,
5
it
people
wasn't.
texting me
There
telling
was-
me to watch. So I literally have it playing in another window. It's probably delayed like crazy, but I have it playing now. So
I just noticed you were gone, and I'm like, I even asked the panel, where did Ryan go?
I can't take myself backstage, and I
You know
didn't
what?
leave.
Now
or
I
do
can
anything
take you
else.
out.
Okay.
You know what? Here. If you're gonna accuse me,
Beto's
he
been
just
on a
left
mean streak
again?
today, guys.
Oh.
Ooh.
you know, if you're gonna accuse the Mexican better do it.
Why you get all racial?
Wow, we are just.
I'm
Oh,
not racial. I'm
Just
Mexican.
I said, why
so
can't
much
it just
anger.
why can't it just be Beto? Why does it have to be any sort of person? It just just be you.
Which is Mexican,
Okay,
right?
I guess.
Racial. If I said I was a different,
I don't
anyway.
know. I don't know. I'm not you. I don't know who my
Ryan's
parents are.
smoking on 420, so we're gonna just let him slide. He's a cool guy, but today he's just confused.
Beto.
Donate to
We
the
all know
Bashar
that's
Edibles
every
Fund.
day.
The closest dispensary is 35 miles away from me, so no 420 for me as of yet.
No 420
crazy.
for me for 20
That was my PSA, guys.
And I live in Texas,
Now-
so it'll never be.
No,
It's not
Beto,
legal
never
over there.
It's
not legal in
should
Texas. Man, Texas must
prioritize.
suck.
Dog, it
Should
will not
prioritize.
be. It will not be legal in the South. We will be the last states. We will
It's
be
so
the last
stupid
states.
because it could help bring in good revenue.
Don't talk. Yeah, no, they don't. They don't want that.
They don't.
They don't.
Preach,
want
Ryan.
that.
You know all the benefits.
They just want to build more prisons.
Right.
They
Make it
wanna
illegal
allow
so we can build more
marijuana,
prisons.
but
There you go.
and make
no, a lot
more
of prisoners that they kill
They make
somebody
money off
because they
them
were
guns
stoned.
already out there in Texas.
Or drunk
Yeah,
driving.
They
or drunk
pushing guns
driving
up. They
over
said
just
no. You don't
people
need
being
anything.
stoned.
You don't need anything. No license. No nothing. You just carry around a gun anywhere you want.
straps.
That's probably why they
loaded
don't have
up.
marijuana there.
Yeah, exactly.
Because
That's why they
imagine
don't have trees. you know?
double holster. Like
you're all high and then you're like, let me shoot somebody. Poof. Oh shit.
yeah. Hey, well, they were on my parking. They were in my parking lot.
Yeah.
Oh God, that's so horrible too.
Yeah. That's not. Yeah, that's a whole different can of worms that
Yeah.
let's not open. Because that's some crazy stuff. So we talked about
Brock
the
Purdy
running
ain't
back.
shit.
We talked about the offensive.
I'm
Oh,
joking. I'm joking.
You want to piss off Beto, don't you?
It's-
He's trying to, but
I
you know,
changed the
it's hard to
subject real
get-
quick.
get pissed
Hey,
off
we'll,
when
we'll
you
bring
don't
Jack
hold
Hammer on
value.
here for you.
Oh God,
I don't
yes.
hold no value
Oh,
towards
do
Ryan.
that.
I
I
almost-
don't pay attention to him.
Oh, we should do it. We
So
should
he can
do
let
it.
us know that Trey Lance is in Hawaii.
Oh
Yeah.
God.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was
because
one.
He's
apparently
flying back. He's
Yeah,
flying
because,
back
well,
every back and forth
apparently-
every
Jack
day.
Hammer is the
we'll see.
best
The thing is, apparently, you
reporter
can't
out there.
on social media. If you
It's
post a
upside
picture,
down
if
day,
you want a
Beto.
trip, you must be there right now. You totally can't just be posting it. A few days after.
Can a person make a mistake?
United Media.
God dang, man. You unrighteous son of a biscuits. Can somebody just make a mistake? He admitted he made a mistake.
I don't get why go. But so let's say he went to Hawaii though. What's the big deal? I don't get it. Maybe he
Not
just,
what he said.
I didn't see the
about-
tweet. What did he say?
He said something about Trey. That Trey wasn't in the facility because he was spotted in Hawaii or he was out there
Okay.
surfing or something.
Well, it's not like he hasn't been working hard. Maybe just needed to take a little break if he went there. So
I mean, but who said that?
But he was at the facility.
He was
Okay.
there.
Yeah,
He was at
because
the
I
facility,
did.
right?
I remember seeing a tweet that's.
And he said the source that he got. I guess I don't know. I'm just said something.
But who's
about
he though? Who's he? You said
Jack
who's-
Hammer.
Jack
Oh,
Hammer.
Jack Hammer's the guy who
Jack
brought this
Hammer
shit
said
up.
that he was
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Oh my gosh, that's why I've been so out of the loop with their dumb tweets and lies and drama. It's just retarded, dude.
Remember, Brock Purdy is supposed to be back late August. Remember?
Yeah.
Late
Oh yeah,
August.
he should, I'm
They're
sure he
talking
is.
about can he throw it by June?
No,
Start
that's
throwing by June.
No, that's
That's
Brock.
what-
He's talking about Trey.
Oh, I thought
Jack
he said
Hammer.
Brock.
No, Jack Hammer came out like the moment the Brock had his surgery. It was like end of August. He'll be back. And I was like,
Oh,
hey, bro,
okay.
you want to pump the brakes a little bit? It's everybody else is saying 6 months right now. Shouldn't you just go with that 6-month timeline? He's like 24 weeks.
But
Like,
why
bro,
did he go with it? He can
Hold
do
on.
whatever he wants, right?
He can't
You don't
relax.
have
to
He has a
listen to him.
semi
no,
Yeah.
no.
for Brock. He can't
He-
relax.
If he wants to be a responsible journalist, you know what I mean, and not jump the gun and create a whole bunch of stuff where you can go back and throw it in his face, like, hey, remember when you were being an idiot?
Then save it. And
Because
then when
I
the
got
six-
the
when-
source.
Bookmark
You
it.
know who your source is? Your source don't
mean,
know shit. Ain't
But if
nobody
that
gonna
was-
know a
if that was
timeline
the
until
thing-
July,
if that-
June.
But Ryan, if that was the thing, then I mean, most of these insiders wouldn't have jobs.
Exactly.
Like, I mean, that the reality is majority of people don't pay attention. And
Okay, but
these
tweeting's-
guys are wrong all the time.
It's
But
the
having a
fact that he's
job
tweeting
writing
what Ryan
articles
doesn't wanna
doesn't mean
hear.
no. When you have a job writing articles, right? That's different than you don't get paid per tweet, do you?
Maybe
So why
not,
be
but-
disingenuous about shit? Just write a good article and there you go.
Excellent.
But he's got a
excellent word.
he's got
Excellent
well, he's got a
word.
channel.
He can do. I'm not
Yeah.
defending. I don't even know him
Oh,
or
he can do whatever he wants. Yes.
anything. but
I'm not defending him either. Like
just-
I mean,
I'm just saying he
it
can
just
do
makes
whatever
him
he
less
wants.
credible.
It's his channel, his mouth.
Yeah.
Freedom of speech, right?
Yeah.
we got a lot
If
of
you think he doesn't have a good source or he's not reliable, don't listen to him. Let him be. Who cares?
No, I'll just tell him.
He can say that we're going to trade for Joe Montana and he's going to come back out of retirement.
Hey, how about you just let me be? Who cares?
I do.
I don't feel safe.
Ooh.
Yeah, I know. I am letting you be. A pendejo, but I'm letting you be.
Melissa
are
made a
just gonna
good point
be-
in the comments to her. about
Gracias,
Trey.
way.
You know I love you, brother.
I love you too,
post.
man.
Yeah, and that's true. I do that now, shit. Even when I go out to dinner with my wife and shit, I post it after
Right,
because
right.
I don't know
Yeah.
what fucking weirdos are around Vegas and going to
Fucking
be
body
showing
just
up
come
wherever
and
I'm
show
at.
up where you're at.
Well, a
Yeah.
bunch of
Fuck that.
you are going to get more weirdos in Vegas if the stupid A's move over there.
They are moving here.
I
Sounds
know.
like they are.
I mean, you already got
Yeah.
Raiders over
That's
there.
when
You
I
already
stopped
got the
being a
Raiders.
fan. I've been a fan over 30 years.
Yeah,
They moved
it-
to LA. Nothing against LA. I mean, nothing against Vegas, but they moved to Vegas, and that organization screws the fans like this. That's it. I'm done. No more.
Beto,
A's for me.
did you catch that Twitter Spaces last night about the A's leaving? I sent it to you for my timestamp on my little rant about that. I'm not sure if you caught that.
I don't know who sent it to me. So if it was you, then yes, I did catch it.
You caught my rant? Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, what are you guys doing, man? But anyway, it's go follow the Raiders. I don't care.
Yeah.
You guys are a freaking farming baseball team anyway. You develop players and then give them away.
They've been.
Other
That's why I
teams.
stepped away from the A's and MLB altogether back in 2003.
You can
Every
come
year
over
they
to
kept
the
getting rid of
Angels
all their best
anytime
players,
you
and they
want.
never cared about their fans or players. So I was like, sorry guys, see ya. I'm not watching baseball
I
anymore.
was watching the show of Bashar and Lawrence yesterday's the wrestling, and Lawrence, you made a point that I really really liked. That
Thank you, sir.
I'm not into wrestling like I used to be. I'm old school wrestling. I'm trying to get into the new one. I do watch a lot of the AEW.
Came on last
The
night.
back, yeah. What is it? The Rampage and the
Dynamite.
Dynamite. Yeah, I'm trying to get into that. But what you said was, no matter whether rain shines or nothing, you're going to
Mhm.
get a game, or I'm going to get a match, at least one match, if not two, each week. There's no, there's
There's no off season in pro
There's no
wrestling.
off season for wrestling. There's no.
Yeah, it's hard for me to
fall, so
get
I'm not
back
gonna
into it
do
though, because
reruns and shit. No.
a lot of the wrestlers today it's not the same. Like the managers, the old manager. I guess I'm just old school, but I'm trying to get into these new characters, and it's like it's not the same. They don't put that much effort into it.
That's why we put out the show from Parts Unknown. It's for all the old school fans out there.
Yeah, I talked to somebody else about this the other day. It's not so much that that the guys aren't the same. They just don't have the same. The wrestling today doesn't have the same priority. Like back then, it was about telling the story in the ring,
Storylines, yeah.
telling the story in the ring, and and it was a different set of rules. And now it feels like every single match, it's just so that wrestler can show how much he can do.
Yep.
Constantly. But yeah, I love Peacock. I don't know how many people love Peacock, but I will watch the old I watched the old AWA the other day.
I mean, sorry.
What the heck was that?
Lawrence loves the cock.
I said Peacock.
I do not love the
Peacock.
cock, Mariah.
I said Peacock.
Cock.
Pause.
No, look, it's called the
Pause.
cock.
I
When I'm
said
on my lives,
Peacock.
I call it the cock.
I
all
love
the time. I'm
I love the
And he even
I don't-
snorted like
Because he does. He does.
it got stuck
He's
in his
always
throat.
talking about the cock on his channel.
Got real excited. Started making
Pause?
noise we never
Fuck
heard
no.
from him before.
Yeah, he's like
Fuck no.
Yeah.
cock.
I love watching that old AWA stuff and the what is it? The
Old AWA was a shit, dude. I used to
Oh
watch
my
that.
god! Like
Yeah, we're gonna be talking a lot of AWA on my show later in the, as we
and
progress.
world class wrestling. Oh my god! It was,
That's Bashar's way of saying shut up. Don't talk about it here. Talking on my
No, we'll talk
I'm
here.
kidding. I'm kidding. But I like the show. You guys should check it out. The new show that Bashar and Lawrence are teaming up to do the old
From Parts Unknown.
old wrestling. If people watch the new wrestling, that's great for those that love it now. I try to get into it. I'm just like the old wrestlers storylines, like Peter was saying, and me and Bashar were talking last night. The storylines are not really there. You know what I mean? So okay. All right, Ryan. You still here? Yeah, there he is. All right, bro.
right.
Go have fun with Corey. Talk Corey said hello.
Thank you for
Say what's up
having
to
me.
Corey.
Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button to all these wonderful channels. Thank you guys for having me.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you, guys.
So yeah, and we'll get back little bit back to football as we close it down. But wrestling, I'm glad you are bringing that up, Bashar and Lawrence, because it's especially with right now with the NFL, it's like every podcaster is talking about the same thing over and over again. And I understand there's not that many topics that are brought up. I mean, we talk about Trey being traded, and those that hate Trey want him traded. Those that love him want him to stay, and all these bickering. So I kind of found it was nice to talk a little bit, even though I don't follow the wrestling today. But the fact that you guys talking about all wrestlers, even the new ones, but for those that like me, they can enjoy talking about the old ones. I can come in and participate because I got no clue about the new ones, right? I got no clue. But the old ones like Jake the Snake, Robert, the Junkyard Dog, and people that I used to like watching. Back in the day, I met Andre the Giant, Cool Guy. Back in San Jose, I was telling Bashar at the old.
He's spent a lot of time.
San Francisco. He used to come to San Jose.
He used to be in the Bay a lot.
Yeah, so Cool Guy. Tall and but friendly, love to drink though. Man, that boy was chugging down.
Dude, he can drink
like it was
more than
nobody's
anybody on the
business.
planet, dude.
He can drink more than anybody on the planet. I agree with you, Bashar. Probably.
Yeah, but it's nice that you guys bring that up. So make sure to follow Bashar, and it's on his channel, and it's going to be every Wednesday.
We didn't come to an agreement, but
life is rough.
Hey man, hey, every Wednesday, woo!
As often as possible, for sure, for me.
Exactly. And don't forget, Lawrence does his wrestling live streams on his channel. That was the whole reason why I had hit him up about the whole wrestling things. I know how passionate he is about it. I know he already has his following on his channel to talk about wrestling as well when he does his live stream. So,
thank you, bro.
And real quick, I wanted to ask Mariah about her what are they called? Knights. How do they do? And I'm not being sarcastic because I don't know anything or care about hockey, but how did they do? I know they lost, but did they put a good fight at least, or
they got their asses kicked the first game.
Oh damn!
Now they're playing down. They're losing by 1.
Oh, so hockey's like a series too, like basketball.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
So it's not one and done.
No.
Oh, okay. So they're not out. They're just behind. Gotcha. Oh, I thought it was like football. When you lose, you're done.
No.
No, the only team that gets done. Better, the only team that gets done after one game is the Lakers.
Stop
wow.
it.
They won the first game. They won the first game.
We won our first game, bro. So, to be honest.
Listen, anybody knows basketball. When you play in the playoffs and you're the visiting team, one of the goals is what? To at least win one game on the road. Yeah. They did that day one, so they're already ahead of the.
Look what you started for Niner Media.
That's what we played so shitty.
And the Lakers are 0-2. Are they winning right now?
Yeah.
Are they even
the Warriors?
Yeah, they're winning.
Warriors. Yeah,
they're by 10.
See, sometimes all you need is they're playing for their boy. They're playing for the stepper guy.
They're playing for their fucking lives.
Big stepping.
They just need to sit down Draymond.
I'm gonna make a video with that music stepping, and you see Draymond big stepping.
Dude, did you see that? Literally, the same thing happened to Joel Embiid today, and guess what happened?
No, he got kicked in the balls.
Nothing.
But no ejection.
Nothing.
Did he even get a technical foul, or was just did he even get a foul call?
Nothing.
He didn't get kicked out of the game. That's for sure.
He didn't get kicked out of the game.
No. But I think he doesn't have a history. I think.
But where's this history rule in the rule book? It's like some made up fucking fake rule. It's bullshit.
Yeah,
there is no history rule.
It's stupid that they went off of like Draymond's history.
I hate that fucking word history. Get
Priors
the fuck
matter
outta
with
here,
the
dude.
law. Just like Shannon Sharp said, priors matter with the law. And that's what happened.
I mean, it's
There was
always
a
been,
good-
and if the NBA has always been that the way, though.
You know
It's
what's
always
funny?
been that way.
Yeah.
With players
There was
like
a
that.
good point though that I forget what her name is, but she's on ESPN and she was saying, right, basically in the NFL, right, when somebody is supposed to get suspended or whatever, like they usually get suspended during the regular season. In the NBA, if something happens in the playoffs, I think it should be the same way. It shouldn't be where, oh, they're suspended in the playoffs.
So if it would have been the other way around, Sabonis, whatever his name is, would have got suspended for the Kings, not Green, would you be as pissed
Yeah,
off that he got
I would
suspended?
I wouldn't be pissed, but I would say that it should be the same
look
way.
at that.
But I would say it should be the same way.
Okay, fair enough. I can care less than either one of them, so
Yeah, exactly.
I'm good. They can beat each other out. It don't matter to me.
Triple
As long as AD plays better than we played yesterday, dumbass. And LeBron, bro, oh my god, he pisses me off.
Yeah,
Anyway.
I'm forced to root for him, but like, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah, he can be great and he can be an idiot. And it's like the turnovers are. Anyway, don't get me started. We're not talking
He's
basketball.
soft. He's just a little bit less soft than AD.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
They can be great and they can be they can just melt down the whole team down.
Careless.
So,
Oh yeah, ridiculous.
hey, kudos to Grizzly. They won it. They deserve it. And AD keeps playing like that. Well, I guess they'll be watching from home. You know, they ain't going nowhere. But we've been in here for about.
I'm going to make a bold
hour.
prediction. If the Warriors lose tonight, Beto's going to post it 20 times in my DMs and all over his social media.
Of course.
In the group
Yeah, and
chat.
in the
Oh,
group
yeah.
chat, he's gonna.
They're gonna win this game.
Of course. That's the
Yeah,
fun part.
Warriors
But
are going to win.
when people
tonight.
post things about the Lakers losing, I take it. I'm like, yeah, you're right.
Yeah, but how many times did I send you DMs about the Lakers losing throughout the season?
You don't.
Crickets?
You don't. But
That's
that's you,
because
though.
that's because nobody was thinking the Lakers are going to do anything. So
True
there's
that
no point.
too. Until the trade. After the trade, they
Hachi.
became alive. Before the trade, they were
They
not even
still
gonna
ain't
make the
gonna be
playoffs.
doing shit though.
Now that we got
Okay.
Hachi, we on fire now.
Hot
Yeah,
cheeks.
My wife's a Lakers fan, so I don't talk too much shit about them.
You like Laker fans?
My wife's a Lakers fan.
Oh,
so.
your wife. I got you.
Boom.
Yeah.
See?
See, that's the way I am
Happy
with
wife, happy
the
life.
with the Giants in baseball.
Yep.
My wife's a Giants fan, so I kind of, and I don't mind the Giants. I root for the Giants too. I have like an autograph. I don't know if you guys can see now, probably not with the green screen, but an autograph when the last time they won the Super Bowl. I mean the
World Series.
World Series. Thank you. Yeah, for me, it's basketball, football, then baseball.
Oh, really?
Yeah, hockey.
For me, I'd say it's football, basketball, and then like I don't really follow baseball that much because the Giants literally are poor. Like they don't spend the money.
You're talking to the guys who've been following the A's for over 30 years.
I love.
According to the
that
A's, the
show.
Giants spend millions. Trust me.
Yeah.
But do you guys develop players at least?
Yeah, for other teams.
Yeah, but we're not even developing players.
What does it matter to us?
We're not even
It's the fans.
developing players.
Don't worry, we'll develop them for you. We'll send them your way. Mariah, what's your
Steph
first
Curry,
sport,
baby?
Your first love, football or NBA or baseball?
Curry.
Football, then hockey and basketball are probably tied.
Okay.
Second, third, and then baseball. I didn't really follow baseball, but my wife is a Dodgers fan, so once then we got married, I just followed that through marriage. So
Gotcha. So you inherited the Dodgers and the
Yeah.
okay. Got you. What about you, Peter? What's your first passion?
Oh, it's definitely football, and then I'm gonna. It kind of flip flop because it used to be NBA. Now it's kind of flip flop. Now I'm more baseball, and then I go to NBA. NBA has just kind of gotten weird to me.
Yeah.
Like it's
it has.
not as entertaining as it used to be.
But Charles, what's your first love? Football, baseball?
Oh,
or
football
basketball?
easily. Football's my wife. Basketball's my girlfriend, and soccer. I'll watch. I used to watch baseball. I used to be pretty big into baseball, but I told you my passion for the game left me back in 2003. But if anything, I watch soccer from time to time, but it's more international type teams playing each other or international type based tournaments. I don't follow any league team or anything like that. I don't follow Barcelona or the British Premier League or anything like that. But I definitely appreciate soccer.
That's cool.
Suckers the hoe.
What?
For Lawrence, I'm gonna throw wrestling in there for you. What's your first love? NBA,
shit.
wrestling, baseball, or football?
Well, in that case, I would have. So my first love is football. If you didn't give me the special stance right there, so I appreciate that. But so I would probably have to put those two like neck and neck. Honestly, football.
1A, 1B.
Yes, sir. 1A, 1B, and then number 2 would be basketball, and then baseball. Niners, Lakers, Dodgers.
Okay. What about you, 49er Media? You can't include soap operas.
What?
Don't be talking about my as the world turns. Okay.
All right, first one, I would say it used
Days
to
of our
be like
lives.
basketball, but I think it's football. It's definitely football now. And then I'd say, yeah, basketball. And then I don't really follow baseball. Like I'll kind of just look at the Giants score and see how they're doing. But since we didn't get any star players, I'm not spending really much time and money wanting to watch that poverty team. So.
All right, this is for the request of Melissa. She likes to hear the devil voice. I am coming for you tonight, Melissa. When you're sleeping, I'm going to drag you from your feet and take you in to the
Yo,
pit of
better
hell.
shit.
Thank you very much, Niner Sickness.
Oh, you're welcome. And then this is the real me.
Yeah. Hi, my name is Niner Sickness. How you doing?
That one's
Oh,
so
shit.
fitting.
I'm telling you, I'm a natural.
That one definitely fits.
I get my inspiration
That
from
was
watching 49er Media's picture.
What?
I see his picture and I get all.
Yeah, Beto, if you want to come over like to the and start being an Angels fan, like now that you're giving up on the A's, you can be over here with me with the rest of the.
Angels not.
So we
bad.
have two. So that
Dodgers,
we
I
have
can't
two
do.
fans.
Dodgers I can't do because my wife's a
Ooh,
Giants fan.
Dodgers.
So.
Dodgers. Why would you want to do
Shit,
Dodgers?
wrong one. My fault.
No, I couldn't do Dodgers
Yeah, no. Dodgers.
because, like I said, my wife's a Giants fan. So I don't know. I might just once they move to Vegas, I'll probably sit out for a year and I'll watch nobody, and then after that, I'll probably decide if I'm going to even follow baseball or not. To be honest with you, the good thing that out of all the teams that I'm in that I like, the only one that I don't have a tattoo of are the A's. So that's Lakers and Niners. I have plenty of. A's I don't. So if there's a team that I can walk away from, would be definitely them. And that's the only reason why I didn't put an A's tattoo, because I just couldn't trust them. I couldn't trust the A's. You know, I buy a lot of jerseys and stuff like that, but gone to multiple games. I love baseball. I just like to sit there and enjoy the weather. And if they win, obviously I'm not as passionate for the A's as I am for the Lakers or football. Now, even today, I don't get mad if the Niners lose. It's just, it is what it is. I got arrested twice, thrown into jail because of losses of the Niners. I used to go into a bar, no lie. This is in my 20s. I'll walk into the bar and just hit the first person I saw. Just hit him.
It was me.
And start a fight because I was pissed off. Stupid, I know. And one time I got a gun put in my mouth. The guy got
That's not the worst thing you had in your mouth.
Oh wow! Here we go. All right.
This is the
Now
guy
it's
with
a show.
This is the guy with a small PP. But anyway,
Big pause.
But on that note, Beto, I got to get going.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
I'm gonna
thank
end-
you
I'm gonna end
guys.
it too.
Everybody. Thank you
Oh,
so
okay.
much,
Are we-
everybody.
Have a good one.
all right, guys, I'm going to conclude with that. I'm going to give everybody their opportunity to go hang out in the evening as well. Thank you for joining another episode. Remember, next Thursday, those that can make it, I'm going to be doing a live at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, a half hour before the draft. If you guys want to pop in and say hi and hang out for a minute and then go somewhere else, that's fine. If you want to stay longer, whatever you guys want to do, the platform will be open for you guys to join me on Thursday, but it'll be at 4:30, not at 7. Everyone, have a wonderful night. Thank you for hanging out with us, and we'll see you on the next podcast.